What is one of Bitcoin's hottest narratives right now? And what are some of the coins that I can look at to make 50, 100x going forward? This is what we're going to talk about on Crypto Intel today. My name is Max. Let's get started. So, okay, what I like to do is first just take a look at where we are with Bitcoin. And you can see that as of today, this is Monday, the 25th of March. We are approaching again and touching the all-time high right here, and we peaked above it a week or so ago. We had a dip. People got all excited about the dip, thought it might be a lot bigger, but it looks like we've kind of bottomed out on this dip at around 18, 19%, which is really typical of what we've seen in dips so far in this cycle. We've gone down roughly about 20% when we do have a dip. This is very healthy for the market, and it's very healthy that we're not just blowing past the all-time high in one fell swoop. What we want to see is hitting the all-time high, hitting it, and then breaking through. And it looks like right now, today, as I'm doing this video, we are breaking through the all-time high again. This is for the second time. This is good. This is healthy for the market. So what does it mean for altcoins and for narratives, and particularly what is a good hot narrative that we can take a look at today? So let's take a look at this here. You can see that in terms of Bitcoin dominance, this is from Milky Bull. I like this graph because it really shows that over the past 5-6 years, the dominance of Bitcoin has hit a trend line here. And you can see that once we get to the top of the trend line, then we start to fall down. When the Bitcoin dominance falls down, of course, that means that the altcoin market is going up. We did it again in 2021, fell down, and now we are hitting this trend line again on Bitcoin dominance. So this could mean that an altcoin season is starting right now. Now, the bears want to say that there's still a chance that we could have a big dip in and around the halving, and that is possible. We can look here and we can see that, usually when Bitcoin breaks out of its all-time high, it might play around there for a while, but that's really when you have the parabolic run. And the same is for altcoins here. You can see that we could, in 2024, we could dip down again on the altcoins, have a little more Bitcoin dominance. If Bitcoin from here to the halving, which is in about 3 to 4 weeks, has a big rise, that could calm down the altcoin market, make it go sideways for a bit. But I do think that according to these charts, we are going to see some movement in altcoins going forward. And what that means is that in this cycle, not all altcoins are going to go up in the same way. What you need to do when you're buying altcoins is you need to look at their Bitcoin pairs. What is the altcoin doing against Bitcoin? Is it going up? Is it staying sideways? Is it going down? And so that is one of the main criteria you want to use when you are trying to play within a narrative on this market going forward. And you can see here that there are a bunch of different narratives. And the one that I really want to look at today is a combination of AI and RWA, which is real world assets. And these are going to be altcoins, coins that are going to play in the area of when assets are tokenized. In other words, when the stocks, real estate, art is all tokenized on the blockchain, so that it's going to be much quicker and easier to buy and sell these assets. And so that's what I want to look at today. And let me just move over to what I call the depend narrative, which includes some AI. And I just want to look at 5 or 6 of the top coins. Now, you can really get more degenerate in looking at within these ecosystems at meme coins and at, say, DEXs, within this particular narrative. But what I want to focus on today is just some of the main names. What is going to really jump during this cycle? So the first one is Render. I think Render is, a combination of a gaming play and a DePIN play. And right now it's, trending. It's going sideways. I think a break of this trend might be a good place to get into. And you can see that Render is in price discovery. So if you take a fib extension from the bottom of the trend to the top, and then when it retraced, you can see that what we have here, we're just around the 1.0 level, and the next stop is 1.6. So I think that Render has a good possibility to go up to at least 80 to 100 in this cycle. That would be a 7 to 8x from here. So if we draw a couple trend lines here, we can see that it is ranging right here. But once it breaks, I would say once it breaks around 13, we can have a nice play here, because our low point, say we buy right here, our low point would only be about 20% or so, and then we can go up here 9 times to this. I think it's a 1.6 level here. So that's where I go with Render. Another one is Rweave. Rweave is right now breaking into, I think it's breaking, almost breaking into price discovery. We have one more level to go, and I think that right here, let's just draw a trend line right here. You can see that we're just now breaking through this this level here, and again, we have a nice upside on Rweave. We can put it below the pivot low here, about 20%, and for about a 3 to 1 risk to reward here, and this is good. And then once this happens, then again we are in price discovery, because we'll be near to the all-time high. So Rweave is another one that I think is a good play for this cycle. A third one would be TON, which is this has had a big breakout, just in the past couple weeks. I wouldn't get into TON right now. It's had 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 straight days going up. I would wait for a retest. If it retests back around $4.30 or so, that's when I would get into TON. And this ecosystem is starting to explode, and I think this is going to be a good play for the DePIN AI narrative. Another one would be Filecoin, which is in the storage area. And again, Filecoin had a nice breakout here at about $8.6. It went up, and then it went and back and retested, and now it's starting to move up again. This is a good one to get into, because you can see here, even if we buy it right now, you can put your stop right here at about 11%. We can figure that it'll go up. First take profit would be here at the all-time high, and then up here at the next level right here. You see that for Filecoin. So this is another one that I think can be a good play this cycle. It does have some previous buyers here, some resistance here, but this resistance level gives a nice 6 to 1 ratio. So I think that is a good risk to reward there on Filecoin. And then the last one I want to talk about is ICP. ICP, you know, it's been around in a few cycles, and you can see that there are a lot of levels here that it has to go through, but it just broke through. It had a nice long range all the way here from last December until now. It just broke through, and again, this one is a little more risky because we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've had 6 straight up days, and it probably will retest. What I would do on this one, Internet Computer, is wait for a retest back to about the $16 level, and then from there we would have a nice pivot low that we can go off of, and then move higher up to 23. That would be a double right there almost. So those are some of the DPIN and AI coins that I would look at this narrative of real world assets being tokenized. That's it for today. If you like the content, please give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.